Welcome back. In a minute. I'm just making sure that everything is running smoothly here. I haven't streamed in a while. So, yeah, just checking everything is good. Spent some racks today, but let me get the food going. What's up, everybody? Welcome. What's up, Noel? Nasir, Rain, Justin, what's up? I know there's only 10 minutes till the news, but there's really no rush here. Um, I'm waiting for the news to be released, and then I'll just react based off of how the market is reacting. Right, Happy New Year, yeah, of course. Welcome back, everybody. 2024. It's going to be a very good year. How's everybody doing? I know it's been a while. How are you guys? Sound is low for YouTube. Let me check it out. Testing. Is that a little bit better? Should be better now. All right. Let's get into it. So overall, just obviously today with CPI, CPI is one of those market events that could shift the trend. For instance, right now on the 4-hour, we can see that price is just ranging. We can see that the market is waiting in anticipation of the CPI to give us some direction. So, based off of just a technical standpoint of view, we can come up with different scenarios of what we would possibly look for based on how the numbers are coming out and plan for different scenarios. But I cannot be stuck on a particular buys or sells. We just have to wait and see how the numbers come out. So for now, like I say, we are in this range. From a macro perspective, we can see that gold is bullish here, right? Late last year, we ended up forming new highs. If we're looking on something like a monthly time frame, this is extremely bullish. I could see this monthly candle driving up and filling that wick, but then once we start scaling down, it's a little bit less clear. On a weekly time frame, last week we closed bearish, sort of just ranging there on the weekly. Daily, come into this strong support zone around 2020, where if CPI numbers come out low or lower than previous, lower than the forecast, you know, this support could hold weight, and then we start to see that bullish continuation. Whereas if numbers are coming out higher than the forecast, then we could possibly see that bring a bit of strength to dollar. And since most of the fear, we would call it FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, you know, with the Israel Palestine story, that stuff has pretty much been priced in. So there's no new fear catalyst coming in to bring that demand to gold. So with higher than expected numbers, we could see, like I say, that dollar strength come in, and maybe see this move here on gold get corrected below 2020. For today, for the sell ideas, I'd like to look for us to come into 2010, maybe 2000, and then over the next week come down to 1980. But that, like I say, depends on the numbers. So based off of this range that we are sitting in between 2040 and 2020, we are sitting at this resistance right now, where we could see rejections if those numbers are coming out high, like I say. So our forecast here is 3.2. Last month was 3.1. So if we're coming out at 3.2, 3.1, we could consider that mixed numbers. It's not really giving the one-sided reaction that you'll want to see. So that's sort of where we start to see those whipsaws. Gets a little bit trickier to trade. So we would like to see something above 3.2 or below 3.1. You know, that's going to be ideal. If it's above 3.2, we're looking for those sells. If it's above or below 3.1, it makes sense for the buyers. From a fundamental standpoint of view, then of course you've got unemployment claims. You know, we have this folder every week. It is a red folder, but generally when you've got it paired up next to something like CPI, it's not going to hold too much weight. But we'll just take it as it comes. You know, if this number is really way off of the forecast, it could definitely give you some sort of reaction. So in this range here between 2020 and 2040, like I said, we could look for rejections of 2040, look to play the range, come back down to 2020 for the sells. Otherwise, a break out of this 2040 and look to see if we can come back up to about 2055, let's say. But yeah, just gonna take it as it comes. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Can guys on Zoom here?
Yeah.
What's up, Corpse? Oh, yeah, easy. How you doing, Nico?
I'm chilled and you?
Chilled.
Let me just sort Kobe out of here now.
Sure, no stress. I'm just going to get some coffee real quick. Are you going to stream London sessions this time around? No. You know, part of the reason that I haven't been streaming as frequently is I actually do take trades in London from time to time, and then, you know, if it's a good morning, I may just call it a day, may not even look at New York. So I'm not really confining myself to one session. So yeah, I can't promise to stream London or stream New York. Thought I would just pop on today to say hello to everybody, and yeah, Happy New Year. Hopefully we can catch a banger here today. Let me get my coffee quick. Alright, not long until the CPI is released, so if you watched the stream before, you know that, no buy stops, no sell stops. I'll wait for the news to be released. And then, like I said, just react based off of what we are seeing and having a look at the numbers as well. I don't know if the random froze or what, but kind of took a minute to spawn in there. Looking like we might have some high CPI numbers. Just going based off of that rejection of 2040. Yeah. So nice clear one-sided dot here. We had that higher than the forecast CPI. We've had a good unemployment claims. Like I say, that wouldn't normally hold too much weight, but it's just going to add fuel to the fire here. So dollar, we should see nice strength here on the dollar. We can see DXY is just ranging, but yesterday we closed bullish. No, sorry, we never. Anyway, that data should bring strength to the dollar. We're just dropping here. So when it comes to news, sometimes I will be aggressive and take like the break of that first minute like this. I think we did this last year, December, November for NFP. Took this idea, but honestly, I'm not going to rush here. So at this point in time, I'm just waiting, right? I think it's quite clear to see that that dot is good for the dollar. It makes sense to see downside movement on gold. We are going to start moving into this daily low right here, and then coming into this 2020 zone, very strong support zone. So we'll just keep an eye on that as well. It would be really ideal if we could be breaking below 2020 today, and then we can look for those moves down to 2005. A lot of similar things going on with gold and the dollar. So dollar is just ranging, and that news gave you some strength here, but came up to the top of this range, rejected. I would anticipate that we could end up filling this wick and seeing a breakout here with the way those numbers came out. And then on gold also, we pretty much rejected the daily low, just pulling back a bit, but I would anticipate that you could still get a wick fill here, and then if we can break below that 2020 just rough support zone. Can still look for further downside there. So for now, we can see that price is slap bang in the middle of this range. I don't really love to take trades in the middle of the range, but if we can see something lining up with good momentum to get a wick fall here, it makes sense. But if we could even come back up to 2040, this zone here, that would be nice. One minute, we can see that we've had a pullback. Sort of seen a little bit of rejection from 2035. Now in 2022, we were seeing really nice clean moves with news, and this might have even been a setup where I said, okay, you know, if we break that candle low, I'll look to come down into the news low and then look for a continuation. But in a range like this, you don't want to be playing around with that. So if, let's say, yeah, no, let's just wait and see. One thing I've stopped doing is like planning too far into the future. I have an idea of what I want to see, and then I'm just waiting for everything to line up. And then also just going quite heavily based off of like intuition. So I know what I'm looking for. When it looks right, when it feels right, I'll pull the trigger. Right now, you know, we're still just waiting for the dust to settle here. Actually a much bigger move than I realized. Whoops, saw 200 pips there with that news. So things are quite volatile here. You know, I understand that a lot of people come into these streams looking to take the same trade as the streamer, but I know that a lot of you are also taking your own trades. Just be careful when things are volatile like this. You know, you can see price whipsawing 50 pips within a matter of seconds or minutes. So just be aware of that. And, you know, just adjust your risk accordingly. So right now these 1 minute candles are like 50 pips wide. I'm not going to be rushing into anything. Really like this 5 minute, how the candles are printing. If this 5 minute closes like this, you know, the next 5, when it breaks that low, you can look for that wick fall. And then if we break that low from the news, we could see another impulse down into deeper into that 2020, maybe get the break below 2020. But I think in this case, I may be waiting for a 15-minute candle close, or just playing it safe and waiting for a 4-hour candle. Because if we wait for that 4-hour candle close, what I would like to see is either we may close in the range, and then the next 4-hour wicks back up into the zone. We can take some nice entries off here. As you can see, the 4-hour time frame is very choppy. So that's either what I would want to see, taking trades from the top of the range, or once we get the breakout below 2020. These are obviously going to be the safer ideas here. We've already seen a rejection here from this resistance. We don't need to come back and retest there. It's just always nice to see a retest of that zone. Start to see some rejections on a lower time frame and get involved there. So yeah, that 5-minute closed very nicely. But anticipate that once we break this previous 5-minute low, that we could see the wick fall here. Does look pretty good. But you see, the thing is, I haven't streamed in a while. I'm not going to come in and take a 20 pip stop just for nothing, man.
You're not in yet.
Nah.
Okay.
It's quite volatile, like.
No, it
These
is.
1-minute candles that are closing doji are like 20 pips.
Yeah, no.
The numbers are definitely good enough to be aggressive.
I literally waited for it to pull back. The moment it touched the top of the range, I like cut the wick out. The moment it touched the top of the range, I pressed sell. So
Yeah, off the news. Or
yeah,
the previous 5.
after the spot. Yeah.
Big move. Fuck. 170
It's
pips
crazy.
on that news candle.
Dude, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
My trade on a 5-minute candle went to 45 pips profit. And it looks like it's like a normal
15.
move. Like, you know,
It's crazy.
looks tiny. Even the 1 minute, it's very deceiving right now.
Yeah, it is.
Going to stack to this mob.
It kind of puts it into perspective when you start to look at the candles to the left. How big these candles are.
I don't like trading it when it is like this, like stretched out, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah. It is stretched out, eh? It's one way to put it. Hey, what's up, Mr. Reese? On a 5 minute, this looks like a biltong. So if you got a 15-minute candle closing bearish like this with a wick to fill, and then you're forming a, so I call this setup a biltong, right? But this is just like a support forming on a 5 minute. But we would anticipate that that support is like a fake support, and then once you break these lows, you know, we get that wick fill on the 15 minute. Happy New Year, Kay. Ramirez. What's up? DC, how you doing, bro? Yeah, you know, when things end up doing this after the news, it's best to just stay patient. I was hoping we would get out of this sort of range today. It's a big range. It's asking for a lot to get out of it, but you know, with CPI, we can see that sort of thing. CPI being a catalyst to have a breakout.
I'm playing testing what's the word? My patience today.
Oh yeah, IFM.
Yeah, no, cool. I'm just not being aggressive at all. Like I'm being aggressive with entries, but management laid back.
Yeah.
Stop loss. I don't look at the SARS. I put it outside the range. DP, put it where I want it. Break even, put it where I want it. Close my laptop and I walk away.
Easy.
Literally, I've been doing it this whole week. I'll literally look at I spend like 5 minutes. If there's I'll set up. If the setup's not there to execute on, I won't wait for it.
Yeah.
I'll plan what I want to happen. I'll come back, and if it's not setting up or I've missed it, it is what it is. So yeah, it's been nice though.
We are so similar. That's like something that I've been looking at as well. Is, you know, I'll have a look at the chart, have a quick look. If there's nothing there, then I'll turn it off and just wait.
There's literally
like,
no point.
Not waiting for a setup. Like, this is the first time I think this week that I've sat down at my laptop for like a prolonged period of time waiting for a setup.
So yeah, I had some nice sells on gold from a biltong. So I just trusted this one biltong and I went at it, and you know, it just played out very nice.
And I like this biltong on the 5. I don't know if it's actually going to play out as a biltong. I'll just close bullish.
Sorry?
No, I was thinking of this
you
biltong
were
here
saying-
on the 5 minute.
Oh yeah. See, yeah, that's where I have my stack position in. Obviously, it's not in, but yeah, it's there. My first interest, fuck, I don't know.
Stop is quite big.
My first entry is 33.1. So
Setup is very clean. You know, I don't like big stops, but this is clean. I'm just going to lower the risk a lot. Alright, but once we break those 5-minute lows, I'm going to get in here with stops above the highs. So here we go. I'm in. Stops are like 50 pips. Just keep that in mind. It was just too clean not to take.
Yep. That's what I said, the stack.
Yeah.
And right now, I mean, the stop loss you can't help for with price being like stretched, as we call it. Yeah. That 5-minute did pull back and close like not in the range, but like there were those wicks. So
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
It would be some whack shit
What?
stacking at the break this low of this 5-minute, previous 5-minute.
You're right.
And then
No.
stacking on the 5-minute, the news 5-minute wick low, stacking there again. Oh,
Go to
no.
the daily low stack again.
No.
No, I think for me to stack here, I need to see a little bit more.
I'm more than happy. First entry touched 60 pips at that low into. So break even at least on the first trade. So basically I have one trade on the table. Your
My
first
stop
stream
loss
for
is at 2033.6.
yeah, same.
First stream of the year, yes sir.
Bro, this
I don't think I'll be
5-minute chart.
streaming too often, but
Also don't think so. Anyhow. This 5-minute chart's like a book, bro. Literally. You see that?
like a what?
Like a book. You can read it so easily, this 5-minute. Zoom out. Zoom out.
Yeah, it is.
More. More.
What you mean?
Look at
Still
those
a lot of
eyes.
candles. So far what I'm seeing is we didn't really have the momentum there to fill this wick straight off the bat. We had a new 5-minute open, pulling back, creating a top wick. Based off of the numbers and the price action coming into the trade, into the entry, we look like we've got good bearish momentum. Looking for this wick fill at least. And then we are also, we've got this support zone around 2020. So I'll probably secure maybe, let's say 50% as we pull that wick or as we come into the daily low, and then look to hold a runner to see if we can actually break below the support. Like I say, that CPI could be the catalyst to get ourselves a breakout of this range, looking to come down back into like 2005 or so.
I would like closure of this candle below 28 for the hour candle. And I'll feel more confident in the trade too.
Five-minute candle spent 4 minutes creating a top wick. What a
At least there's volume, bro. You know, at least there's
Yeah.
volatility. Like we can't complain. You know,
No,
it's giving
100%.
us at least some moves.
Yeah.
It's giving us some moves at least.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that, like 4 minutes of just utter waste trying to go to the top and then to be deleted. And then the same thing happened not too long before that. So we got 2,000 coming in before the weekend.
I reckon it's possible with those numbers.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, looking at
Say
the
TP at 2000 though.
yeah.
Fuck.
Looking at the daily, we've got no bottom wick on this broker. With those numbers, there's a very high probability that we do come down and get that bottom wick.
In my heart.
Okay.
I'm gonna ride my another person. I'm gonna ride my another person.
Okay, my love.
But they don't want the rubber from the wall.
Okay. Going down this whole game. So.
Here she goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
What did you say?
Saying good year, Cody.
Yeah, I can.
I was just asking if you could. He's playing a dinosaur game. That's why he's getting excited.
Excited.
They got 27, 24 gonna come in real quick. 25 is gonna come in real quick. That's 20 pips.
Looks like it's getting ready to drop, yeah. I took a trade this morning. I'm basically risking my profit from that trade.
This is my only trade for the day. So. But I've stacked to it.
So you already stacked. You stacked on that 5 minutes.
Yeah. His first entry is 33-1. Second entry is 28-7. So yeah, I just want this 1 hour to close underneath 28, man. That's all I want. If 5 minute closes above previous 5 minutes, I think I'm going to close 50%. Just because I believe that the next hour will wick me out. Even if it wants to continue down, it's probably going to take me out before it does.
Yeah,
So
I agree with that too.
So I'm just gonna
Easy.
market manage. So we'll see what this 5 does. Closes bearish, we're in a good enough position to maybe not get wicked out and just we'll just resist off there.
Yeah, if it could close bearish, I will
Just wait, Kobe.
give it a chance. But I mean, yeah, 4 hour opening up could give you that top wick and then wick you out. So don't really want to give it too much of a chance. You know, I took this entry based off of the fact that we had momentum and now we've pretty much stalled out. So this hourly candle is about to close. I'll just wait for the hourly closure. You know, stops are quite big. I've gone low risk. So I'm gonna give it a second to show me what's up. But I do understand that that new 4 hour could create a top wick, give you better opportunities to actually get involved.
That's why I said I wanted to close on the 28. If I could close on the 28, I wouldn't have cared about the top wick coming into play. I would have just left it to run out, do its thing. But
1930 is right here as well. Close just below 1930. I mean 2030, my bad. Looks decent on the 15.
not the best closure, not the worst closure. Just enough to make us keep asking questions, eh?
Just gonna hold for now. I'm happy to.
Yeah, me too.
see
I'm
what
not
we see.
gonna be aggressive. My bias is bearish. I'm not gonna base it off of fucking 2 minutes of candles, and decide, okay, it's good or bad. I'm bearish. I'll wait. I have a stop
Yeah.
loss.
No, it's just the thing of the top wick.
Yeah, I know. It has a top wick. That's good enough.
Yeah, I'll take it. 2 pips.
Take it. That's more than enough.
Just that nipple wick.
No, that's more than enough. We don't need more than that.
Connor, what do you
I
think?
don't mind the closure, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
But I'll stop loss to come and get tested. I think that's a big ask from the market. I don't think that's in there. So I'm quite confident in holding this.
But yeah, it's
No, don't worry.
difficult to
No.
say. GX 100. Connor, what do you think CPI will do to DXY? I believe that it should have DXY more bullish. Yeah, you can see here we've had the breakout of this range on the dollar index, so that looks good. Looks real good.
Yeah. So if 800 gets taken out, my levels I've marked up is 102, 800 gets taken out. I believe we're gonna get a wick full for that 103, 130 or whatever, 140.
Yeah.
Then we're probably gonna see gold dump off properly, dude. For
Yeah.
real.
But just the fact that if we actually do sustain this breakout, this was actually, I may be mistaken, but I think this was CPI from December. And we could slowly start to correct that move, that impulsive move there. And then seeing that breakout on the dollar, that should give it some momentum, which should translate to nice momentum and gold to the downside.
What's coming up? It's 4 o'clock. What's coming up? What's NYC?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering what's coming up that is consolidating. What's waiting for something. With dollar pumping up like that and it's not pushing down, it's waiting for NYC. And I hate that because that's when the top wicks come in before the push down continuation. Because NYC don't play, bro. That thing will come back for your stop loss real quick. Real quick.
Yeah, NYC likes to give a pullback. So if you're not,
We got 30 minutes though. I think we would have done something with the trade in 30 minutes. Unless the minute candles keep printing this way, then I don't.
As soon as it enter, gold just wants to consolidate. Just for the stream.
Yeah, I'm liking it though, dude. So I'm sitting on my hands. Diamond hands.
5 minute looks really clean now.
Actually, that little pump there.
If we break out of this little consolidation on the 1 minute, I'm anticipating a nice continuation back down to these lows, and then look to secure some around the daily low. Any day now. 5 minute looks decent. Once we break these previous 5 minute lows, I'll bring my stop loss in as well. Alright, so I'm going to bring my stop loss into, let's just call it 31 for now.
Is about to take off. Yep.
The reason I'm bringing my stop loss in there is to manage the risk. If it does go against me, then I'm taking a smaller loss. And the reason I'm comfortable to move that stop loss in now is breaking that low. Like I say, this consolidation on the 1 minute. Once we see that breakout, looking for the continuation to these lows, and I don't really want to see price pull back. So right now, up about 30 pips. Secure some if you want. Just so you can say you took a dub here on the stream today.
Yeah. Nice con.
Thank you. You must be eating nicely.
Yeah. Full position still, so.
Hey, yo.
Okay. I've bought my stop loss to break even here. So risk free. We are at this low right here, which is, I really want to see this low being broken. And if we can break that low, break the daily low, we can maybe see an impulse for another 20 pips or so coming possibly into that 2020. So I haven't secured anything yet. Nice clear one-sided numbers. Just gonna give it a second. As it comes into these lows, it's definitely an area to look to secure some. But I've got confidence in the numbers and the price action here, but let's look to. We got 20 minutes until NYC. I'm gonna secure some. So we're securing partials here at about 28, 29 pips. Just so we got something in the bag there for the stream. But let's see what this runner can do. Maybe we can get a stack after NYC so we can add to this winner.
1 minute bull home. 2020.
1 minute bull time. Yeah, maybe a good thing we secured there. I still have confidence the move is into the downside, but you see, on any given entry or trade, you don't want to get too stuck onto that one trade, you know, because I may still be right that price is going to move down, but if I just hold on to this trade, you know, I might start to see more drawdown, and you know, after being in profit, that's where you can start to make mistakes. So I'd rather at this point take a break even on what's left here, since I've secured some already. And if that's the case, then probably just call it a day. I don't love this range that we are sitting in. We've come down into daily low, seeing some rejections there. Got my stop loss at 28.67, yeah. On my broker, just. So that's basically, if it goes back to 28.67, I'll be stopped out here at break even. Okay, so very close to entry. You know, this is part of the game, and that's why you need to be securing profit. If I get taken out here, I'll call it a day. NYC could definitely give you a alright, I'm out there at break even. So secured about 29 pips on that little move, back down into the lows. Didn't quite have the momentum to break the lows and continue. We're coming into NYC in 18 minutes, so you could see cleaner moves after that. Jeez, this was quite a wild whipsaw, you know. We pushed up 70 pips there in the first minute of the news, and then dropped. You know, in total, that 2 minutes after news was like a 200 pip move. So we may not have the volume to see that breakout today, but you may see the carry through till tomorrow, and tomorrow you get the breakout below 2020 and we start to move into the low 2000s again. But for now, that's going to be the stream, guys. Secured 29 pips there, not bad. First stream of the year. I'm sure it won't be the last, but I'm not streaming as frequently as I was last year. But I do want to say thank you guys for joining. Wish you a blessed 2024. I think it's going to be a good year, guys. Take it easy. Thank you for joining today. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Oh, by the way, also the Discord, the link is in the video description if you're new. But for anyone who's not new, who's been here for a while, the Discord is very quiet, but just know that if you do want to stay in touch, you know, you can reach out there. Not selling any services, but I'm happy to help. Yeah, so join the community there.